faces in the mirror, lost souls searching for a savior. In a world gone mad and toxic waste, I rise up from the shattered place. Jagged edges cutting through the smoke, words like knives ain't some kind of joke. Revolution starts with broken chains. I'm the storm in your hurricane. I'm the new cult of personality. Break the system, bring your sanity. Raging fire, burn the old decree. In the chaos, you'll be following me. Mystic whispers echo through the halls. Old gods tremble, walls will fall. In the ashes lies the prophecy. Scars and power all inside of me. Rusty bridges fracture in the night. Desperate hands reaching for the light. I'm the message carved into your skin. Where the end is where we all begin. I'm the new cult of personality. Break the system, bring your sanity. Raging fire, burn the old decree. In the chaos, you'll be following me.
Woo!
Can I just say that the app that I use to make that is all AI, and then our friend Jimmy put everything else together, which makes that so much better because it's like the most purest intro I've had in a while. Like
Yeah.
it sets up who we are, what we do, what I love, like everything about all of that is amazing. There's shots from the test stuff we did for the movie in it. And that just makes me happy. Like I'm sitting here like air drumming through the entire song, and it's all AI, and it just makes me happy. So I enjoy it.
Pam, the reason is because I'm streaming this to my channel as well.
What up,
so
Jimmy?
That is why. And what's up, Jimbo? Oh,
Where are you?
It's a little hot in here. You mind if I take the shirt off, JJ?
I don't care.
All right, thanks. Hold on.
Get naked. I don't mind. He can't hear me. But anyways, what is up, motherfuckers? It is Thursday. It is our 2-hour special. We are running our fun-filled episode with our boys Jimmy and Travis tonight about our top 5 pieces in our collection. If you can't tell behind me, and Hefty as well, and Travis when he's here, and Jimmy, we all have a shit ton of collections of our own things. So I collect toys, Hefty collects movies,
and video games. And
that is very true. Jimmy collects paint and paintings and toys and everything else and Star Wars stuff. And Travis, as you know, is a huge Batman fan. So this should be a really fun show. The boys are running a bit late, so we're gonna do some filler time until then.
Yes.
And yes, I'm wearing a hat today because my hair is a fucking hot mess. And
it is pretty wild. It is pretty wild.
I don't want everyone to see it going. So we are wearing the hat to keep it under wraps.
Yes. It was pretty wild.
And there is Groovy.
Here we go.
What's up, guys?
Fearless leader.
I apologize. As soon as y'all were about to go live, my boss called and was telling me what she wanted me to do in the morning. I was like, oh no, it's the perfect time.
I thought she was going to be like, you're not doing that show, are you, Travis?
I apologize for the sunglasses. I have had a migraine all day, but I promised we would do the show, so we are here. I'm going to be happy-go-lucky, and we're going to kick ass, take names. That's what we're doing.
Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. The first name you take is Werner.
And at least nobody is trying to puke on their hands. So it's a plus in itself.
That's true.
And there's Jimmy.
And there's Jimmy.
I've got about 30 minutes, and then I got to go back to work. So
oh,
no fun.
So
We
Do you
had a
just want to do
catastrophe
Jimmy
though
stuff
last
first, so he can?
Yeah,
get
I was
his
gonna say
stuff?
let's get
Yeah.
Jimmy. Yeah,
night.
Let's get Jimmy in first.
My
Jimmy number
glaze that I
4.
usually put on these paintings, it went sideways on me last night.
No.
So I'm
Lost
gonna try
that
to
one.
rescue. I'm gonna try to rescue this one. I've tried, as you can see, I've tried several things today.
Yeah.
But I'll try to figure out how to rescue it. It also the Android girl, the blue thing, like it that one's toast, man. Like it
Oh no!
Oh,
Those
no.
were awesome.
yeah.
Oh, and I love the KTH or K. Nope. Let's reset on that one.
KTF.
KTF.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks. Letters are hard.
But
They are.
if I can't fix it, I'll make another one.
If you can, I'll still take that one. I
was
still
literally
like that
about
one.
to say
I
it.
was
I was
gonna
like,
say,
I'll
I
still
still
take
love
that
that one. Seriously, I'll hang it up right next to the other one I have over here.
And we
right,
don't want
so-
anybody seeing what Jimmy's working with, so we're
Nope.
blurring him out real quick. There we go.
There we go. God dang it.
Just switch your camera to the from the 720 or whatever to the 1080. Yeah, that'll be fine.
There it is.
Or not.
No, it's like okay.
That's usually the go-to.
Is there something on it? Like rub the lens. Like
I love Travis's chair. Looks like it's superimposed there, like he's
It
up
does.
against the green screen.
Is that good now? Okay.
There you
Yep,
go. That's
you're good.
better.
Okay. So you guys know, like, I'm a huge Conan fan. That's my
Yeah.
foam Conan sword, the Atlantean sword. But the other day I was able to pick up number 1, 2, and 3 of the Savage Sword of Conan.
Oh,
Now-
nice.
Marcedale wasn't super happy with me because this was $125.
Holy shit.
This was 75 and this was 50. So
you're looking at $250 right there.
Yeah.
Holy moly! Yeah, but
But,
so worth it, dude.
But they're in
this-
such good shape
Yeah.
too.
yeah, this one alone is like $300, and it's in like perfect shape. Like it's
Yeah, they look great.
perfect corners, everything.
Show him the spine. How it goes over the spine. That's how good the spine is.
If I,
Ooh.
With the
Oh,
Conan going.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay, that's pretty solid, man. Right on.
and then other than that, like I'm a huge Star Wars nut, as you can see over here. Let me see if I can move this without.
Jimmy,
My
have you
camera
seen
going
the bad lip readings for Star Wars?
Yeah. Oh, I got a couple Star Wars.
I
Figures
lifted
it.
up a log, and underneath it was a tiny stick, and I said to myself,
I could even see them.
had a baby.
And then
I'm thinking of the bedtime thoughts one. That's great. What's
Yeah,
up, Reese?
someday I've got to get all of these cars pulled out because I don't think you guys have ever seen all my cars.
No.
Give us 3 weeks. Hey, Chantel, hell yeah! Hi, baby.
I've got a pretty penny because I've got about 50 or 60 of these.
That's sick.
Yeah, still in the
That's
box.
pretty awesome.
I've got all the DC bombshells except for Supergirl.
I have been
Oh, well, I
looking
can't-
for it every time I go
Yeah.
somewhere. I look for it every time I go to Walmart, every time I go to a collectible store, every time I go to a comic book store. I'm looking for it because if you order it off eBay, it's like $130. Like
Yeah.
it's the rarest one.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Really? Jesus.
And like I started collecting those right as that one become unavailable. All the collectors went out there and bought it up. But yeah, that's it, man. Like my big find lately is the Savage Sword of Conan, and I think I've got most of the first run, the 74 series. I think I'm missing like 20 or so of that whole series. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just wanted to come up here real quick because I've got to go back to work.
Perks of being the boss, right?
No, I'm not the boss. I am not the boss.
Johnny Lightning, what's
We
up,
are
baby?
the worker bees. That's
You
what
are
we
the worker bees, yes.
But
His
all right.
job just entails more work than mine.
yeah, I'll let y'all know how the painting turns out, and
Yes,
y'all have a good
please.
show. And I'll be kind of lurking off to the side.
Love you,
No
Jimbo.
worries.
Love you
Good to
too,
see you,
guys.
buddy.
Take care.
Later, Jimmy.
All right, is he gone?
Oh,
All
that sucks. He's got
no, I'm
to
just
go.
kidding. I know. Yeah, that sucks. You still watch it, but this one's for Jimbo, huh?
So do you want to do this like we do our normal thing where we do?
That's what I
one
was
and
thinking. We just
around?
go one at a time. Yeah, that's
Yep.
fine by me.
All right.
Why
So
don't you start, Trev?
okay, so my like when we talk about collections and stuff, mine is just like prized possessions.
Which
So
makes sense.
it kind of goes with collections and stuff because there are collectibles in here, but also my favorite stuff based off sentimental value. So not necessarily the most expensive or the most rare, but there's a story behind each one. So my first one was actually doesn't have anything to do with Batman, Evil Dead, none of that stuff. I actually had a viewer of my channel in the UK that made me something. And sorry,
Oh,
I
that's
hope it's
cool.
light enough because I can't turn on the light. But I have this. It's a wood panel.
Oh, that is awesome!
That's
And
crazy.
this is while I
The
was still
groovy
active
lava.
duty. Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. So he's got the medic thing. He's
Yeah.
got me with my vape because forever it was the vape. Got some little grenades, but this was made and it has been on my wall ever since. This is one of the coolest things I've ever received in the mail. And it's not like a payment
That's
thing. I didn't even know he
cool.
was making it. Somebody just asked for my address. I gave them my address, and this showed up in the mail about a
Oh,
month
that's
later.
awesome.
That's
So-
sick.
It hangs above my bar in my gym. Yes, I have a bar in my gym.
I can't wait to
Sounds like the best place to
crash
have a
into your
bar and a
house
gym.
somehow.
That is why this is my number 5 out of my top 5 collectibles. It's just a sentimental thing. I don't know. It's not worth any money, but somebody took a lot of time and effort to make
But for
this.
you, it means everything.
Yeah.
So it means everything. So that's
No, it's awesome.
my first collectible in my collection that means a lot to me. So it's my number 5. You know how
That's-
hard it is to come up with the top 5 with the amount of collection that I have?
Dude, I'm looking
no
at this
idea.
stuff during like I'm literally when you see me doing this, I'm looking at shit that I'm like, oh, I can pull that, or I can pull that, or I can pull that. And I'm like,
Seriously, there's a lot of shit in all of our rooms. We all have a lot of collectibles.
yeah. JJ, why don't you go next with your number 5? We'll go counterclockwise.
My number 5 is a gift I actually got from Hefty. It is my Freddy and Jason Funko Pops. They sit on my shelf with all the movies you gave me from Jason, and they sit right in front. You usually like this, and I had to fight Danielle because she wanted to steal them when I first brought them home. Like, no, these were given to me from my friend. They go in my room. They mean something to me, so they sit on the shelf, and they just. The way that they're both made, they just look cute as fuck, but yet I'm also still scared as fuck that they will both kill me. Whether I'm awake or I'm dreaming, one of them is
Can you
gonna
turn the
fucking kill
Jason
me.
aside? I want to see what the head looks like from the mask. Is it like the gray head or is it?
Yeah, it's the gray head. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's
And
my
see that-
favorite. I don't like
got the
the I don't like the third movie where it's like just like the head with the mask. I like it where it's the darker, like dead, resurrected zombie sort of thing.
Mhm.
That's my favorite Jason. Besides Jason X, which is very underrated. I like Jason X. And I like Jason X just because, you know, it's in space and I do like sci-fi as well. It's stupid, it's cheesy, but it's a callback to all the other movies, all the deaths, like the sleeping bag and everything. So it's just a nostalgia bait for me. So
That was
really
also
like
the first. Jason X was the first ever movie that was all digital. It wasn't film. It was all digital.
Yeah,
That's true.
Which was really cool because again, you're going back to like the early 2000s.
I just think a lot of people shit on it, but they don't understand
Oh,
why.
I absolutely do. Oh, absolutely. But I love. But so yes, I agree. Like I love all the movies, but there's a couple that I shit on, but I still love them all. You know what I mean?
Jason Goes to Manhattan was the worst movie.
Oh,
When he kicks the boombox over, and then
you know, one of those dudes that in that scene was in Ernest Goes to Camp.
no way, really?
Which is really cool. Yeah, I'll send you a screen cap of it sometime. Mine actually, because Travis doesn't like part 3. Ironically, it has to do with Friday the 13th part 3 because that's my favorite one. This was the first hockey mask I ever got from Sam. If you guys don't know who Sam is, I get it, but you will soon.
I know who Sam is, and I
Yes,
talked to him today, by the way. We'll talk about that.
Good.
After.
Yes.
Ooh,
I
nice.
definitely want to talk about it. So Sam did this, and I don't know if you guys can see all the lines in this. So he did all of these with X-Acto knife and then traced it in pencil. So all the crackling on this was done by hand. And the paint job and everything like that. The dude is an amazingly talented, and you want to talk about underrated artists.
Yeah.
Sam is
great.
an amazing artist.
Also, the only person in our movie that's playing
double roles. Yes, that's true.
Wait, we're in a movie?
Soon.
Yeah, we're in a movie, dude.
We're about 3 weeks out, baby.
Is it this movie? I still have a couple posters left for sale if anybody wants them.
Trying to bring me back into focus here. Come on.
Selfless plugging.
Hey, I ain't scared.
I ain't either. That's why I did. I was like, I still have some for sale. You want one? You could buy one. $20. Your name is in the credits. Not been a bad deal.
Do the clicky thing so it changes.
That's what I'm doing.
There you go.
There we go. So that is my number 5. And even though like it's number 5, that doesn't mean that it's like the least. It's just out of all the things that I have, I got to start with something. So this thing,
I legit spent 2 days thinking about what my top 5 were. And today I finally just made the decision to be like, this is just what it is. And there's reason behind it. It was hard.
Yeah,
it actually was kind of hard. I had to like sit here for a few minutes and like go through things and be like, all right, what means this to me? What means that? And I had to like pick certain things out. So I have them all sitting over here off screen, but I have them.
Yes. This is not one that we can just wing it at the last second. It's like you got to plan.
You really had to think about it because it's things that mean the shit ton to us the most. So
that's true. So we ready for number 4?
Number 4.
Yes, sir.
Number 4. So I am a collectible of things with comics and stuff, and Jimmy showed his comics, so I'm going to show my prized possession. Not worth dick. Okay?
Okay.
But this is the first comic I ever bought.
Ooh.
What got me into it, and also what brought my love of Spider-Man. And I was having a problem finding it, and this is actually a gift from Jimmy. Jimmy found it, and he sent me the first like 30 of the run. And that is Dark Hawk number 2.
Oh, nice.
So this was my introduction to comics. It was my introduction to Spider-Man. It was my introduction to Spider-Man's villains, Hobgoblin. And if you think about Blue Beetle, it's Blue Beetle, but Marvel, man. Like his amulets, magic, he can fly. And I just like people to try to say Dark Hawk, but if they say it fast, it's just
Dark Hawk.
You got that Dark Hawk? And I'm like,
that Dark Hawk? No, I mean,
when I go and ask comic book stores about like, do they have this number? I have to be very careful with what I say. Dark Hawk, but it's the first comic I ever bought, and it's the first comic I ever bought with my own money that I got for my allowance. I was like 6. So, and when I told Jimmy about it, he just found it for me and he sent it to me, and it's awesome. So that is my number
Jimmy.
4, which brought me into my entire nerddom.
That's crazy. And Jimmy's a sweetheart, so I can see that. Breezy requested a link. JJ, I don't know if you saw that or not.
Oh, I just saw it, yeah.
Oh, radio. That's and again, when you're 6 and you buy something with your own money, like that's your most prized possession. You're like, I bought this with my money.
And that actually got me into Marvel Fleer, like the Fleer cards and stuff. So like the 95 Fleer, I had the entire collection, all that stuff. But it's what started my nerddom. Before that, I was like, let's go outside and play. And I'm like, fuck that. Let's stay inside and read comic books.
Let's stay inside and read comic books. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
So that is my number 4.
I love the story behind that too. I think that's nostalgic and sweet. You know what I mean? That's a good story. JJ, number 4.
And my number 4 is sad because Jamie is not here to appreciate
he's
what my
watching.
number
He
4
just
is.
commented.
He's watching. He's just not. Yeah.
So him and I are roughly the same height, and we both kind of love the same character.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you bought stilt shoes as a kid or something because you're so short. Like, these are my prize stilt shoes. Make me like 5 inches taller.
Hey!
I can fly, motherfuckers! I can fly!
Hey!
Thank you.
It only took 5 months.
Yeah, no, seriously. I procrastinated everything.
But the pregnancy takes 9 months, so JJ got pregnancy beat. Take that, ladies.
I did.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Me and Jamie are about the same height. We both like the same stuff most of the time. But as a kid growing up, I loved Wolverine. Like, he was just so angry, so bitter, and just so aggressive. All the things I wish I could have been, and I still wish I could be. So my number 4 is my entire Wolverine collection.
Oh!
So I've got Brown Suit Wolvie.
OG, yeah.
Uh-huh.
X-Men Wolvie.
I like that one.
Deadpool and Wolverine Wolvie with the suit on. And then I have Deadpool and Wolverine without the suit with the nice clean arms.
That's my favorite one.
Both Hugh Jackman versions from X-Men.
That's Wolverine. That's just straight Wolverine. Or
that's from Logan. That's Logan.
Logan. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
no,
both these are from Logan. And then I got the recently Secret Wars brown suit Wolverines. So now I have 2 brown suit Wolverines. But it's just something about the way that they make that figure. It makes me happy because they keep him short, but he's so like posable. Like, he gets down in like those small crunches and stuff. And I'm like, I could do that. Like, I could curl up in a little ball and pop claws out of my hands and fuck someone's day up. Like, and as a kid, for some reason, I don't know what it was, but like, I always gravitated to him because, like I said, like, everything about him was things I wish I could be. Like, I could be like, pop the one claw and be like, fuck you, bub, and like not give a fuck about anybody's feelings. So he is my number 4.
Nice.
That's solid. My number 4, and again, not I had to get 5. I had to pick 5. So this is, again, these are in no order of favorites or whatever. I'm just bringing them out.
Yeah.
So I know you guys know that I love Chris Seaver and the Blood Fart Lake Legacy. This I actually had Ben Scriven sign, who is the owner of FrightRags.com. If you guys haven't been there, go check that fucking website out. It's amazing. Buy stuff from there. Not a sponsored video. Wish it was.
And Ben Scrivens is amazing.
And Ben Scrivens is like actually in this. And I sent it to him and he signed it because he's a sweetheart. And while this is not my favorite Blood Fart Lake, the first one is my favorite. I think that it's super cool. That Ben took the time to sign this because he's a busy guy and he has always been good to me. And he's always, whether it be answered questions or coming on the show, or he's always such a gentleman. He's always very professional and he's a fun guy. So this holds a special place in my heart. When I got the one of my other ones on my list, I gave the first movie to Tui. And I was going to give him this one. Tui's my brother, but I was going to give him this one. But I wanted to have Ben sign this one, so that's my number 4.
Nice.
Yeah, and I love that Leo DeChampa is in the new intro. I think that's awesome. Again, amazing fucking opening, Jimmy.
I was on the phone. I didn't get to see the new intro. I still haven't seen it, so I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Yes, you did. You did very well. Travis, number 3.
All right, number 3. I'm not gonna bring it down, but there is a giant Lego Batmobile back here.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah,
right there, right behind your shoulder.
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
a 3,300 piece Lego set. I have.
Holy shit!
It's a lot of pieces.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah. It was my first large Lego set. And this actually started the tradition of when my dad comes and visits and stays for a week, we buy a new large Lego set every time. And we sit down and me, him, and my daughter, we build a Lego set. So
Oh,
the
That's sweet.
diorama, I got the tumbler, I got the Batwing up there. I've got little ones too, but every time we come together, we build one. And it is the last one we did was the Dune Atreides Ornithopter. We made that one.
That's cool.
That one's on the shelf in the bar. But yeah, it's something that started an entire tradition, kind of like when Thanksgiving I go to Denny's and then take a shot of wild turkey. That's my Thanksgiving. That's what we do every.
That's right. I remember that from
Yep.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yep. That's
but
awesome, though.
just certain traditions, and I'm telling you, that is something that me and my dad, because Devin will do it for like an hour, then she gets sick of it,
Yeah.
and then it's just me and my dad, and I can't wait till the next time he comes up here and stays for a period of time, because we're gonna get one. I don't know what it's gonna be, but now my dad can get high.
Oh, that's
Which
a
is
whole
gonna make
other
it so
level.
much better,
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be good. And so, yeah, that started the whole tradition. But it's the 89 Batmobile, which is the best Batman. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, I'm with you. I'm
No,
with
I
you.
agree. That is the
And
best Batman.
it is just, that's what started it all. And I can't get over the fact of like just something simple. It's like, hey, I bought this. You want to put this together? It becomes an actual tradition. One
And
day
it's
I'm gonna
cool
be like,
seeing
all
your
right, Dad,
father.
I bought the fucking Death Star. It's time to do it.
Oh, it's like a
That
5
would be
billion,
so cool.
like a 5 billion piece Lego set. It's like,
At
oh my
that time,
God.
we're just gonna get high and stream the entire build.
I
Just
would
be like,
guess
this is
I'd
part
watch
one.
that.
We'll see you
I would
tomorrow.
too.
I'd get
Yeah,
high
I
and
would
watch
watch
that.
that.
Yeah, Breezy does Legos with the kids. I think that's a cool tradition. I think doing anything with your parents that like you make a thing out of is super important and super
Yeah.
awesome, man. Because family's family, you know. You
And
make
sorry,
those
my
memories.
screen keeps messing up because the lights are off, so the camera.
That's okay. No worries.
No worries. You still look good if it makes you feel any better.
Well, I always look good. I just want to make sure I look better.
Well, there was that time when you were lying on the floor covered in sweat. I was like, "Ooh, he does not look good."
That
That's
is
the
a
only-
true story.
That is the only time I've ever said that,
Wait.
though.
I was legit laying on the ground with my head on the door on cold tile without my shirt, and I was like, guys, I think I need to lay off the
Yeah.
spicy challenges. I think I might have an ulcer because no shit. 10 minutes after we were done, I was doubled over. I laid down the ground. I could swim on my tile. My whole body was
Oh.
just drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
I was cramping
Jesus.
so bad. And then they're like, oh, we're not doing the table reading, I guess. And I'm like 5 minutes later, like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
back.
like, what?
Yeah,
It
I was
literally
actually
like
shocked.
10 minutes. I think 10 minutes is being very giving, but it was like a few minutes later. He's like, I'm good. I'm like, what?
And it's funny when he said
This-
he was good, I was the one on the floor curled up in a ball going, my stomach hurts so
And you
bad.
only had one bite.
That was wild.
That was,
Wild.
and it wasn't even the hotness. Like I actually enjoyed the spice to it, but the taste itself was disgusting.
Your stomach didn't like the spice, though.
No, it did not.
No.
It did not.
Yeah, Breezy also says we did a lot of Star Wars builds. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
So that's my number.
Number 3. That's sweet. I love it. JJ, number 3.
Hold on, I gotta grab them. So, Hefty and Travis, you will both feel this way after I explain this. So we all grew up about in the same time frame, and the first games that all of us used to play was on the Nintendo. I mean,
Yeah, NES. Heck yeah.
Yep.
Still have
So-
mine downstairs. Just had it cleaned.
so I have a small collection of Nintendo figures. So I have DK,
Oh, yeah.
Luigi,
I think Luigi is better than Mario at all times. I just want you
Toad.
to know that.
No, I agree with that.
And then
100%.
Super Mario 2, you could do the jump and the little
Yeah.
kicker.
Yep. And the
And
kick,
the
and
float
you'd like
here.
float a little bit.
Way
Oh,
better than Mario.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everybody picked Princess Peach because, you know, the
she can do
flying
the
floating.
float. Oh, yeah.
Yep. I have Mario,
Yeah.
And-
It's a me, Mario.
the newest re-add to my collection because I had him once before.
Oh, I
and
know it's
then
coming.
I got in a spot where I had to sell some stuff to make some money, but I finally got back my Figma Link. And he is by far one of my coolest toys. the most like flexible, loose joints where they're still tight enough to stand him, but you can basically pose this guy in anything, and he looks amazing. And they did such a good job on the shield.
Movie action figure stuff again, to where it's like this is this scene. I'm Link.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I'll come in and I'll be like, bah, ba-da-da-da-da-da.
You just need the ocarina.
I actually think Link, Zelda 2 Link was a very underrated game, but it's the only
I loved it.
scroller.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was great.
I did
Give
too.
me the
It's
downward thrust and upward thrust. I'm fucking
forget it.
some shit up.
Yep. I always get downward thrust before I go get the hammer, because those like the horse guys and stuff like that, you can jump on their heads and do it super easier. You think a long way. And that's the Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest thing. So that's my favorite Castlevania game is Simon Quest.
Really?
Yes, and everybody hates it because it was so different. And I'm like, I love it. There's like RPG aspects to it. It was fun. There's like an atrocious day-night cycle, but
only
it was
time I ever
fun.
beat a Castlevania was when I had my Game Genie. Other than that, I couldn't.
I have one
could
of
never
those.
beat the games, but I was also a young kid where I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
give me
Game for
Bubble
the Night is my
Bobble
favorite.
back when I was a kid, man. I'll
I
blow
have
up
Bubble
somebody.
Bobble.
I do too.
Oh, that's right. You got the mini, right?
No, I actually have a
the actual
regular.
card?
I
Oh,
just
right on.
haven't. I haven't cleaned it or plugged it in. It's upstairs in my YouTube room.
Okay. Oh, that's funny. Hey,
That is cool.
listen.
Link, over here.
And I'm gonna say something controversial.
You? No way. Hold on.
The
What?
last good Zelda game was Zelda: A Link to the Past. I hated when they went to, there's durability on your weapon stuff. I'm like, I don't want that. I just want to go ring, and it goes. Shoo, 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 shoo. That's all I want. I don't
Preach
want.
it.
Just like when we talked about Resident Evil, I hate games where I have to conserve ammo. I just want to go and play the fucking game.
Yeah, I'm 100% in your corner, dude. 100% in your corner. Yeah, the last good one. Although I did like the Ocarina of Time. That was
I
really
never had
good
an
too.
N64.
Oh,
I played it
all
on
right.
an
Well, then-
emulator, but I don't think it was the same.
Well, there's no breaking on weapons on that too, and that was a really good game. So I will agree. That A Link to the Past is
Hi, Cindy.
probably that's my favorite one. That's got to be my favorite one. But Ocarina of Time don't discount because that was a really good one, and I know
That's
you
my
didn't have a thing, but yeah, that's some good shit. That's some good shit. And if you ever get the chance, I know any port in the store in this way. If you can play the game, I recommend it. Although it's kind of like, with games these days, it's like taking a step back. It doesn't really
I
hold up.
prefer
But
8-bit games over new games.
yes.
I
Because
agree
all the
with
new
that.
games suck. They're like, here's the narrative. Everybody. Never mind. I'm gonna stop there.
But you just played Doom, and Doom was amazing. Like, that was fun to watch.
Doom was amazing.
Ooh, there's a butt.
The story was amazing, but I can tell you right now, the parrying and all that stuff, you cannot die in that game.
Really?
Like, it's so. The story was good, talking about how the Slayer became from the 2016 Doom, how he got in the coffin and stuff, and how he has the thing in space that shoots him down to the planet. All that stuff is explained. The story is awesome. The gameplay,
Nah.
I wish it was more Doom Eternal, not the colors and stuff,
Doom Eternal was
but I
great.
think the action, because the brutality in Doom 16 was the best.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal was the best movement and action. Dark Ages was the best story.
Fair enough.
And if you guys want to see Travis play the shit out of that game, links in the description below.
Yes, there are.
Let's see.
I don't even remember what we were on.
My number three is, and I don't have one of them because it's in my Blu-ray somewhere back there. I'd have to look for it, but I am friends with Rick McCallum. He'd kill me right now. We're all friends with Rick McCallum. he was in all of these, the Hatchet movies. And the guy is, again, a super nice guy. Oh, that's a great game. God of War was a great game. But again, it was one of those ones where I was like, Rick, I was like, let's send you a bunch of stuff you signed. And he did. He signed every fucking one of my things. And he said, to my buddy Hefty. So we friends. But my favorite scene of his was when he gets like bisected in this one and they hang his nuts from the tree. It's a classic scene. He's an accomplished stuntman, actor. He's ghost hunter. The guy has got stories on stories on stories on stories. He's an accomplished author. He's got, I think, 3 books out. The dude is just and he's one of those guys. The last time he was on the show, he had asked. He was like, "So when are we doing a show again?" And I'm like, "Word." I'm like, "You let me know, bro. Like, you can come on whenever." So super shout out to Rick McCollum, super sweet guy, super nice guy, and that was my Blood for Our Lake one. Why are you still on there? But yeah, again, I'm missing the Victor Crowley Blu-ray, but it's back there, and trust me, it's signed. So those are my number 3. Rick he's my famous friend Flex. And it sounds dumb, but it's like the one person I'm like, all right, well, this guy's been in a bunch of stuff. And I have his like home phone number. I'll never forget that day. Oh yeah, there's his books. Hell yeah.
Weirdly enough, I have his home number too because he told you to share it with us.
Yeah,
so I actually have Rick McCollum's number too.
Yes, and so should Travis and everybody.
I do have his number.
Yes.
Oh, geez, don't look at the screen. Okay, all right.
No, you're good.
Yes.
Travis, what's your number 2?
He's one of those. Just real quick, I just wanted to finish up real quick.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's fine. I'll to make a long dick short. Super great guy, and as well as
Like
people.
yours.
Well, this is a yes. If I call him, he'll answer, and that's cool, man. Because I have some friends that I'll call and won't answer. I'm like people I've known longer and like are closer to. No, you answer when I call, unless you're drunk. Unless you're drunk and on a couch
every time.
Yes, you do. But I wasn't speaking about either one of you. But I do have friends.
JJ, on the other hand, doesn't answer every time.
I don't. I'm very.
That's when I leave the bad friend voicemails. It's like the friendship test that he fails. But anyway, that's my number 3 or my signed Hatchet collection because that's important. And again, it's not worth dick. It's signed to me, so you can't resell it. You could, but I mean, it's like who wants a thing that's signed to Hefty? You know what I mean? But it means a lot to me.
For me, it didn't have anything with my name on it, though, right? The Bruce Campbell signature.
Yes, I actually donated that to JJ. I gave that to JJ.
Awesome.
Because I have a bunch of signed stuff, and he doesn't have many. And it was funny. I didn't even know that card was in there. I was like, I know, but I was like, JJ, why don't you grab that one? So that is pretty cool. But I do actually, if I can tack this on, honorable mention, I do have a signed Bruce Campbell poster from when we went to go see Evil Dead 1 and 2 on the big screen at a drive-in. So that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Because there was a meet and greet thing there, or an AMA, ask me anything. But anyway, okay, so that's my 3.
So, talking about Bruce Campbell, you know it's coming.
Yes. Oh,
I love the chainsaw.
So this is a prop replica made by the person that made the actual prop for the movie Chainsaw. And since the first time I was on y'all's show and showing stuff, I've gotten more signatures added to it. So I do have Bruce Campbell. Ash, saw you later. Let's see. And I got
I love he's got to look
Dana DeLorenzo, who played Kelly in Ash vs. Evil Dead. She says, let's deader some deadites. Signed with Kelly.
That's great.
I also have...
Yeah, there's that one that's on the thing there. Yeah, I could see it when you were turning it around. Yeah.
That's Teresa Tilley, who played Shelly in the original.
That's so cool.
Oh, man, I should have uploaded pictures of me and the Oldsmobile with them because I was sitting in the same spot that Bruce was. So when they were taking pictures, I was sitting in Bruce's spot, and they were all sitting in their positions that they were sitting in the movie. So I was playing the part of Ash. So that was cool. Next to Betsy Baker, Linda.
Yep.
We're gonna get you, Betsy Baker, Linda.
Hell yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And up on top, it's in red. It's hard to see. But, it's backwards.
Oh, you can see it.
Well, it's underneath the thing. But
I can see it on the plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think this is from the original movie?
Scotty.
It is Scotty. Scotty signed it.
Nice.
And Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells us she's but
Sure.
there is a great thing that next month before I come down for the movie, there is a horror fest where I am finally going to get to meet Ted Raimi, and I'm gonna get Ted Raimi to sign the chainsaw.
Nice.
I know I'm never going to meet Sam Raimi, but Ted Raimi is good enough for me.
Yeah, I get that. He's the Team U Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
And I just want to. I hope he signs it with like, let's get some pink fuck or something, But that is my number 2, and it's something that I've been adding to over time and getting to meet all these people, and it's a great conversation piece when you get to meet
absolutely.
People.
Oh yeah.
Which makes
they'll sit and talk to you for about 20 minutes. Everybody in line is like, "You heard the fuck?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Like, I'm talking right now, and I have this chainsaw. You're gonna listen to every damn word I have to say.
He's going insane, and I'm
reaping the benefits. That's so good.
John Lovitz, now I love him.
Love John Lovitz, yes sir.
I love that movie.
All right, Jables, number 2.
My number 2 is, so I'm just out of the age range where I didn't grow up watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a cartoon when it first came out. I came out a bit after that, but I've watched it. But my first introduction to them was the 1990s movie with Jim Henson making the suits. And so this is one of my Grail figures. I got all 4 of the original Ninja Turtles from the first movie. And
I love how you have Raph like looking down like he was in that chair when Leo was in the bathtub.
Yep.
And for me, these are like some of my favorite things that I have in my whole collection. Like I'll get bored and I'll put them on the table and I'll like put them in the fight poses and I'll just look at them like, you guys are so cool. And those
are my favorite things that you have in your collection. I love those.
You.
Yes.
And I don't know what it is about this version of them, but this, like, when I think of them, this is the version I think of. Like every new movie, I'm like, can we go back to this? Can they look like this again? Because they looked perfect.
Yeah, they did. This. I agree.
Can we just agree that Turtles 3, Turtles in Time didn't exist? When they started adding dots on the turtles, I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, that was so weird. And then the faces got weird when they would talk, like they wouldn't sync up.
And there was a chick turtle. What the fuck?
That was from the Fox Kids TV show. We don't count that.
No, the Ninja Turtle movie number 3 had the female one in old school Japan when they were going through time. There was a female turtle. Yes.
Luckily,
that's how bad the movie is. You don't even remember that shit.
Wow. I really don't remember that.
Yeah, they had the magic lantern, and she was working and she was trying to steal the lantern at first, and then she became part of their little group.
So wait, who's your sister's ex-father-in-law? Is it Peter Laird or Kevin Eastman?
Yeah, because they were the first two.
That was 2 of them. Yeah, that was it. My nephew hasn't written. All right, that's fucking cool.
That is cool.
That's way cooler than any of my shit.
Yeah, I was thinking. I'm like,
seriously, I'm like, I thought those were cool. Now I feel a little left out.
It's like saying, I have a Jim Lee original print, of Batman. It was just a sketch, but I got it. No, that would be awesome. But like the original.
Yeah.
My number 2 is another signed one. But this one's kind of actually there's a little bit of story to this. So
we got time.
Yes, we do. My favorite my favorite Friday the 13th is part 3. My second favorite is the final chapter because I think that was just a spectacular job on Savini's part with the makeup effects. I thought
How
Jason
did that
was
one
really
end? So I remember which one that is.
That's the one with Corey Feldman. He slides down, his head slides down the machete at the end.
Oh, okay.
But this was so. I was talking to the owner of my company about Rick, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, one of my golfing partners is Peter Barton, and that doesn't mean anything to anybody unless you know who Peter Barton is. Now, Peter Barton was in The Young and the Restless for years. He was a doctor back in the early days of The Young and the Restless in the early 80s to mid 80s. He was he had a very prominent role on there. But he also played Doug in Friday the 13th Final Chapter. He was in a movie with Linda Blair too as well. But he gets his head crushed. Oh yeah. Yes. And he gets his head crushed in a shower scene. And he was like, "I golf with him." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Would he sign my shit?" And he was like, "Yeah, probably." So I gave it to him, and sure enough, Peter Barton signed it, and that's him right there, right before he gets his head crushed in. So that's super cool. And I'm gonna double up on that. No, you know what? No, yeah. So that's gonna be my number 2.
Okay.
I like signed stuff.
No, I get it.
You have anything to say before we get into number 1s? Want to cover anything before we go to number 1s, or just go straight in?
I have lots of.
I have one. So me and Danielle, one of the first dates we went on when we first got together, we would go to see the Avengers movie when it came out. And I've seen a shit ton of movies and whatnot, but I've never got a movie bill before in my life. So I hold on to this because it's the only one I have. It's in pristine. It's perfect. I take good care of this thing because I've never had one of these before. And I'm just like, this is the coolest thing. So this sits on my wall. It's one of my honorable mentions. But if I had to add one more, well, 2 more, they're right here behind me. The movie for our poster, or the poster for our movie, my bad, right here behind me. And then just a couple spots over is the Michael Myers that Jamie sent me after he painted it. So that's why they're always behind the wall. So you can always see them because they mean a lot to me. So I want them to be shown. So that's what I have before we get to number 1.
So my honorable mention, it means absolutely nothing to anybody else. But it has to do with Jimmy, my best friend. Everybody knows this. The last time we were at a business work trip, okay, we were sitting there at a table, we were listening to meetings and stuff, and we were just passing a little name tag back and forth because we were just doodling. And this is something that me and Jimmy created art together. And this is what came up with.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
So cool. We would pass it back and forth, and it legit is on my wall right behind my computer. I can see it all day long. And this is just something that it's an original. And it's just something that we did, and it's just something that I will cherish forever because I think it's just awesome. Because me and Jimmy are best friends, and I wouldn't trade anything.
It was something you guys did together, and you guys are the Wolverine and fucking.
Travis is Batman, Jimmy's Wolverine.
I guess one of my. Oh wait, are you up next, JJ? I forget.
I am.
You are okay.
Yeah. So mine is a gift I got from Haley last year for Father's Day. And I'm one of those people, I don't celebrate my birthday. I don't expect gifts or anything. She randomly sent me something, and it sits on my desk right here all the time. It's something small and simple, but it's heavy as shit. And it says Dad Life.
Oh.
And it sits right here on my desk. And every time I'm in here and I look at it, it just makes me smile. I could hurt somebody with this thing. This thing.
Yeah, you could save. Yeah, I've seen that. You can save a head in with solid. That. Yeah.
But every time I see it, it just makes me go to her, and it makes me happy. But this is my most prized thing in this entire room. Out of everything I've bought, everything I own, this means more to me than anything else.
Wow! Thanks for making me feel like a dick for not bringing up any of my daughter's art.
Dude, she's a
You're
sweet
fine.
girl. Haley's such a sweetheart. Bree said she has the creepiest, not creepy, but weird number one. I'm interested to hear what that is.
Hello.
And what is going on, Warren? One
Now
of
Bree's
mine.
crying.
Well, so one of my, it's not my number one, but it's right fucking, again, just picking shit. There's 3 of these that exist. I have one, Chris Seaver has one, and Ben Scrivens has one, and that's it. But it is a Blood Fart Lake and sign. Is, Chris says, thanks for smelling my pouch on it. It's Terra Blood Fart Lake 1 and 2
Chris
on
Ward said,
Blu-ray.
thanks for
And it's-
smelling my gooch.
poop-
I thought
yeah,
it said
that's it.
gooch.
But it's like, it's the only copies of the HD version of Blood Fart Lake that actually exist. Like,
And if you buy our movie, yours is going to come just like that.
that's true. It probably will. Yes, it'll have just, we'll all sign it or
It's
whatever.
just me writing on the thing. It's like the anointed.
The Anointed, but don't spell it wrong because that'd be hilarious. Or
And we
call it a
have
misprint.
a Blu-ray burner that I'm sending to Travis so we can promote our movie more. So see, still in the box.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I've never.
We ready for number one?
We're ready for number one.
Okay, mine's a little bit of a setup. I actually have a video
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
that we're gonna share, and based off this video, y'all let me know what my number one is. So if you can go ahead and pull that up.
Gotcha.
Y'all ready? Here we go.
I love that already.
I know. I made sure to pause it at the greatest shot. So it had the
Okay.
greatest
Like,
impact.
check out
She
my
is so hot, by
boobs.
the
It's
way.
like, yes.
Yeah, she is.
All right, here we go.
some serious pressure to create a pressure zone.
But hold on, let me rewind it just a little bit because I forgot to unmute the site.
Still grabbing her boobie. Awesome.
Yep. Oh, that's a greater shot. Look at that. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. All right, here we go.
Bruce Campbell pimp.
Yeah, he is.
This pressure to create a pressure zone, right?
Uh-huh.
And
So how
that-
about I just go like this
Yeah.
for
So
you?
you're applying. So I should actually use the other one because it's fine point.
Oh, yes. That's
Attack of the
what I
show is no
pretty,
longer around, so you don't have to worry about
Okay.
copyright.
So now you
Should I-
should get
should I
this.
watch you?
Now get this one out of the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up,
'cause I don't
buddy?
wanna- There we go. So now
Huddy.
actually go that way with the pressure. Thanks. Now you've created a wider, broader
Okay, here we go.
tension zone. Oh yeah. I'll even do a little ash there because everyone's put your ash name. We'll do a little stay groovy. I'm running out of boob.
I'm
on.
never erasing this.
There we go. Now the cool thing is though, they'll come back 2 hours later and it's a tattoo.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Tattoo the whole thing.
Why the guy come up and he showed me a picture and it was the poster from Army of Darkness and I said that looks a little weird. Why is that weird? He goes, because that's my entire back. I went, you're full of crap. He took his shirt off and
Oh,
his whole
my
back was the
God.
poster. This was an Iraq war vet.
wow.
Things you do in the trenches when you're not getting shot at. And so I signed it
Yeah.
on top there, and then he went to get
Tattooed?
that tattooed also.
That's amazing.
My Austin is my record. I signed 8.
And that's it.
And that's, dude, enough said. Can we see it?
No.
Come on. Picture it didn't
you
happen,
gotta
bro.
wait to
We
see
got
all this.
You saying we got to take your word for it that that's really you?
I can go get a picture of me and Bruce Campbell with him going like,
Or-
"Oh shit!"
Or you could lift up the back of your shirt and show everybody.
Not gonna happen today.
But
Buns.
those of you who haven't seen it, we've
Yes, it
seen
is.
it, and
Yeah,
we
we've
know it's
seen
real.
It is
Like it's
actually
100%
Travis.
real.
Yes.
Bruce Campbell is talking about Travis at that moment. Like
Well,
that
you can
is
see
what
the rest of my tattoos, my arm tattoos and stuff.
Yeah, I
in
was
that
gonna say the
picture.
red one on your
Yep.
left shoulder.
And it
Yeah.
showed this one as
Yeah.
well. So I mean, it's legit my back. And when I talked to Kelly, aka Dana DeLorenzo, she actually knew me from that picture because Bruce constantly shows that picture and tells that story.
Oh no shit.
Oh, that's
So she's
awesome.
like, "You're the fucking guy," and I'm like, "I'm the fucking guy." Oh, that hurt my head, but yeah.
Jimmy.
See Travis the bear back from behind before. we
Th-
wink,
th-
yeah.
Thanks for ruining my awesome moment, Jimmy. Thanks, appreciate it.
That's what friends are for.
Yes.
But that is my number one. I told the story about why that is important to me in a prior show. I'm not going to rehash it. But to know that he remembers, he took pictures. I was on G4, dude. I was on G4. And
awesome.
for people still to remember that and for co-stars and stuff to know that, I think it is a crown jewel of just amazingness.
Oh yeah. That's a number one that's tough to top. that's pretty much, you can't, I mean, what are you gonna do? No.
That's my number one.
That's a great number one. JJ.
My number one is a very hard toss-up between two people who both died, but I love both the roles. One, my Heath Ledger Joker, which I know Travis isn't a huge fan of, but he is my favorite Joker.
Heath Ledger Joker is an awesome Joker. He's not better than Jack Nicholson. He is better than Jared Leto.
Anyone's better than Jared Leto, though.
Yes, Jared Leto sucks dick.
And my other number one is Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. Like, I loved this fucking guy when I was a kid and like through my adulthood. Like, he was the one person I wish I could have met.
Oh, I did meet him at a Comic-Con because he went to all those Comic-Cons, man.
Oh yeah, he was like really good about that, and he was like, from everything I've heard, he was like really cool to fans and shit like that.
Yeah, he was like all about the fans.
And it just makes me sad I never got a chance to meet him because, like, as a kid, like I loved the Green and White Ranger. Like, they were my favorite of all the Power Rangers.
Green Ranger was cooler than the White Ranger. I'm just saying.
I agree.
He had the better Zord.
He had Godzilla Zord, yo.
Exactly, and he came out of the water like.
And his hands would clip back and he'd shoot out rockets and shit. It was the coolest thing.
Those are actually really good number ones. And it's a good toss-up too, you know, for your best food. Mine is my Frank the Bunny mask. I love this thing. And I have a lot of masks. This thing.
We all wear masks.
Yeah. Dude,
speaking.
I found this on eBay. It was expensive. I wanted it. It was the best looking one that I had seen. I have no idea what the lineage is of this or where it came from, who sculpted it, nothing. I even reached out to the seller and asked if they knew, you know, the pedigree or, you know, the lineage of the movie. They had no idea, or of the mask rather. They had no idea. I love the shit out of it. It's 3 pounds. This thing is that thing is thick. It's a cast resin fucking mask. But I love this thing so fucking much. Yeah, that's my number one. Just because that movie is my favorite time travel movie. And if you don't think that's a time travel movie, watch the fucking movie. Several times because you'll need to.
So there's movies like that. Like I'm guessing that's like Jimmy's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Like
you didn't really dig it.
It did take me 3 or 4 watches because when I first watched, I'm like, I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's the little intricacies which we're putting in our movie. Pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Oh
and
yeah.
It's just being able to grasp the concept because at first I was like, who the fuck is this bunny? Like, what the fuck is going on? And then I think Jake Gyllenhaal is a phenomenal actor, way better than his ugly ass, butt ugly sister.
Who was in Donnie Darko also.
But she is hideous looking. She looks like a Cabbage Patch inbred fucking.
Oh, JJ, that's the thing I was telling you about.
Where's Rachel? Where's Rachel? Sorry.
That's not Rachel.
I stabbed you first. I know that's not Jake or Maggie Gyllenhaal. But,
it wasn't 9 inches.
It wasn't 9 inches. All right, I will be right back because I have to pee really bad.
You guys, really saved the painting.
Oh, no way. All right. Bet. I'll be right back, boys.
Can't wait to see that. Well, we still have a whole nother hour to do, and we already blew through the collection. So what are we going to do now?
We can talk about... Oh, Pam's like, I'm out. Got your number one. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
She's like, I'm done. Love you, Mom.
We can talk about whatever you want, man.
Can we take a minute to think about what we're going to be doing in less than a month?
We can talk about the movie all you want as long as we're not spoiling shit.
No, God, no. We won't spoil anything. But like, has someone who's never done anything like even doing this was a lot for me to like take on, and now I'm doing this, and I'm like, if I could go back in time and tell myself, like, dude, things are gonna be fucking awesome for you one day, I would never believe you. Like me and when Hefty was here today, him and I were having a chat about it. I'm like, dude, if you would have told me a year ago I'm gonna do a movie and I'm actually gonna be in a movie, I would have laughed in your face. I'm like, no, I'm never gonna do that. That's stupid. And I'm like, I cannot fucking wait to do this movie.
By the
Like,
way,
I am
last
so
night's
excited.
reading was the best reading we have had so far, including
Nice.
yours. So
Thank you.
just gotta get comfortable with it.
Well, that's what me and Hefty were talking about today. I was like I keep and for me it's hard because like we're all friends, so when we do the reading, in my head I'm just being there. But like I told him, in the movie it's gonna be different because like I'll actually be in the moment, I'll feel the tension, I'll feel that, and it's gonna come out differently than what it does when we do the thing. And I'm just like, I cannot wait to do it. But then I also told them, like, I'm so scared. I'm not going to stutter when I need to stutter. And it's going to be the most annoying thing for Travis.
Oh, don't worry. On like the 6th take, eventually you're going to get frustrated and then you will stutter. Because I wrote that part specifically for you.
And I appreciate that.
With the different verbiage that was specifically for you, just like Hefty. In case y'all don't know, I'll give you a little secret. Mostly we're playing ourselves, our own personality and stuff like that. It's not like acting chops where like, oh, he's playing an alien from another planet. No, it's mostly that. It's mostly just us playing ourselves. How would we react in a situation? It's not necessarily accurate because if it was in an accurate situation, then the movie would be over very quickly.
Yeah.
But we have some hurdles to overcome when it comes to by the end of the movie. There are some hurdles that need to be overcome. There is some. Oh yeah, and the first scene is already shot. It's done.
Yeah, he when he came over today, he signed in so I could see it. I saved it in my computer because I'm like, oh, that's so good. And he does such a good job in that scene. I'm like, ooh, I cannot wait.
And he told you how to do the other stuff, right? Like how we're going to do it?
No, he did not actually.
Where the next one he's going to film, like he doesn't have to wait until he's at a certain location. He could do that anywhere with his second little video where he's taking a shit.
Oh, fuck Egypt.
There's an Easter egg in it also. There is?
There is.
Don't try to make me think, man. My head hurts too much to think.
Well,
I've watched that thing like 7 times. If there's an Easter egg, do I know the Easter egg?
So look at his screen right now. You see the mask on the back wall by his bookshelf. Sam made that for him, so he put that up there to for Sam, for a shout out to Sam. So that's the first one in the movie.
But don't tell anything else about the scene, okay?
I didn't say anything else. That's all I said. I will send a link.
If they know that he's filming it in his room, shh.
I mean, it's before he flies.
What?
I mean,
stop talking.
My bad.
Shut up.
Well, you asked a question. I was answering a question. I apologize.
No more talking about what could or could not possibly be happening in the movie. I
know nothing. I just know certain things. Wow. Yes. I'm I'm like the Tom Holland for this movie.
I
just
know,
tell all the
right?
secrets.
Like,
I just tell all the secrets. I'm
you
like,
know, at
"Oh."
the end, at the end when everybody dies in the new Infinity War, and everybody's like, "What? Oh no, that didn't really happen. I'm just jostling shit."
I'm just talking shit. My bad.
Okay. Whew. Anyway,
Anywho,
but yes, we are the last day. We do have a rap party, and there will be a Thursday show, even if it's just like a 30-minute show from Arkansas, and you will see all of us on a screen together. So
for the
it's
first
gonna
time
be
ever.
awesome. Hey, Breezy.
Hello. Howdy.
Here.
Howdy. I loved all of your weird, not weird, but your collectibles.
Well, thank you.
I have a few. I have Beanie Babies that I had
I
growing
have a
up.
whole
You know, little
stash
girl.
of Beanie Babies.
You know, as a little girl, that was like the thing. My daughter has a bunch of them, but my biggest one would be the Princess Diana Purple Bear.
Mm.
Okay.
I got her still in the case. She won't let me touch her because I wanted to bring it down. I have a signed book by Lee Child. And this book is old. This book has seen better days.
Nice.
And then 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. That shit was signed somewhere. Don't know where, but it's signed. My car actually got searched one time and they go, "Who's Curtis Jackson?" And I was like,
I'm like, you uncultured fuck.
what do you mean? Well, at the time, first off, I was drunk. So I was like, what do you mean? I don't know Curtis Jackson. I was like, wait. I was like, are you talking about the book in my car? But my weirdest collection, it's not action figures, it's not comic books, it's my kids' teeth. And I have to be quiet about that. I have to be quiet about that. I got my kids' teeth is honestly my biggest and most prized.
That's how people get cloned in the future, man.
Well, stem cells. Wait. No, because say my kids get sick, they.
Oh yeah, I'm tracking the stem cell thing, but I'm just saying, like,
right. So the stem cell thing, like they said, you can get stem cells out of their baby teeth.
Mhm.
I've been collecting them for 13 years now. Weird. That's my number one. That's my number one.
In that situation, I would have all those teeth, right? Don't let anybody know you have the teeth, and then just find old serial killer like clippings out of newspapers and just make a little scrapbook. And when you die, when they're going through their stuff, they just see a giant scrapbook of serial killer stuff and just talk and having a giant pile of teeth. And they'll be like,
and then one of my kids
was mom up to? Is she a serial killer?
Listen, my kids are they already question who I am. But yeah, those were my collectible. I do have a signed Dennis Rodman book. I couldn't find it in my kids' library because I'm a big reader with my kids. But Dennis Rodman's book, Bad as I Want to Be, just like Hefty, I love signed shit. And I, keep that near and dear to me. So Dennis Rodman, when the Bulls won 6 championships, it wasn't comics, but it was sports for me. It was pop culture for me.
You asked me a question about basketball, the answer is always going to be Michael Jordan. You asked me a question about football, the answer is going to be either Brett Favre or Troy Aikman or Deion Sanders.
Listen, I'm a Packers fan.
Arnold Palmer. That's all I fucking know. Or Tiger Woods.
I'm with you,
What's your name? Groovy. I'm a Packers fan. Brett Favre is why I fell in love with the Packers back in the 5th grade.
I fell in love with the
I got
Packers
you.
because my dad was a Cowboys fan and I wanted to piss him off. And plus, they have blocks of cheese on their head. Why would you not like that?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
cheeseheads. I actually have one. Oh, it's not out here.
I have one
I've-
somewhere. It's
Yeah,
I think it's in storage.
I put it on. But anyway, I'm excited for Anointed.
Mm.
I'm excited. I want to
Yeah.
see all y'all in that.
Oh, you will.
I can't
Yeah, you
wait.
will.
I can't wait.
And
I
I can
can't-
tell you the reading we had last night, it put a lot of my stuff at ease, what I was nervous about. Just because I know when Todd shows up, like that is going to bring everybody, including myself, game up higher. Because now I have to keep up with the acting
Yeah.
skills of that
And-
motherfucker.
And you saw my reactions yesterday, Travis, while he was
You
doing
saw
this
me,
thing.
I was like this,
I was waving my hands
Oh, we're doing
and my
that.
script in my hand. I was all over the place, man. And though Homeboy's performance was top notch and was for his first reading. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Who's
So this is another
producing it
gentleman,
though?
Jimmy and Travis. This is a
We're
small,
doing it
Okay.
all.
this is
All
a
right, but-
small.
Are you
indie film.
directing it too? Like you're doing
Yeah.
everything?
I wrote it. Me and Jimmy are co-directing because scenes where I'm in, he's gonna direct. Scenes that he's in, I will
Okay.
be directing.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing production, and we will be doing
Post production too, and
distribution.
all the editing.
We will be
yeah.
doing it all. We are going anti-Hollywood and
Yeah.
doing whatever the fuck we want.
Fuck
if they don't
Hollywood.
like it,
Yo,
Hashtag
fuck Hollywood.
Hashtag
Fuck Hollywood. No, because Hollywood is boring right now. Just so you know,
For now.
Hollywood. No, they just keep remaking the same shit. I want new eyes and new perspectives, new direction, new all that.
Well, I'm not saying that this is 100% like it's going to blow your mind, but it's something that Hollywood would not touch right now.
It's new though,
yeah.
but
And
it's
a-
different.
I agree. It's definitely going to be a breath of fresh air.
Mhm.
I think that I think it deals with a lot of really
Hey, sweetie.
hot
Thank
topics.
you. Yeah.
And hi, Sweet D.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's going to be amazing.
That they're not touching. They're not touching on.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
or they're sensitive. You know what I mean? It's.
Oh,
Gonna
they're
be,
getting too woke. They're getting too fucking woke.
I just want y'all to know
dude.
my wife showed me her boobies right now, and it made me feel a lot better.
That's awesome.
Okay, Ivy, do you, babe?
As I'm sitting here holding the Bible from the movie.
You got a West Side Shores. You want to say hi to Hefty real quick?
That's so great.
Hold on, we're gonna get a cameo.
Sure, no
Say
problem.
hi to
What's up?
Hefty.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. How are you, honey?
Good. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How's everything
She's getting
going?
ready for soccer. All right, gotta go. Difference in
Bye,
shorts.
bye, sweetie. Go kick some ass.
Oh, she always does.
I know.
But she's trying to wear these like cut off shorts, and I'm like,
Nah, put a stop to that.
absolutely not. The
Yeah,
fuck?
You better put some fucking leggings on underneath that shit.
yeah.
Or underwear. Let's start that. Let's start there.
Well, 100%.
Woo!
Yeah, that's a good starting
That's a given.
point. Yeah,
Underwear.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm
But
totally
she's
wearing pants right now.
I think I
So-
scared JJ off because I got mad because he was spoiling shit.
No,
What
he's
are you doing? That's all right. You got his unfazed girlfriend right there. That girl ain't scared of shit.
Yeah, Sweet D don't like me because I tell her, never mind.
What do you tell her? Oh, she left. Now tell me, what do you tell her?
No, we had a discussion about like because we were talking about how the dishes were left and everything. I'm like, that's a woman's job. Trump says I can't do it because that's a woman's job.
No, no, you got the wrong two girls on that.
Well, I'm not married to y'all, so. Oh, Hefty's about to leave. He's like, oh, it's about to get hot.
He's like, anyway,
That's
I
what I'm like,
got it.
Travis.
Yeah.
When you
But
start to come
on-
off, that means stop talking, Travis.
It was a joke, people.
No, I know.
Your real name is Travis?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, well, I have a brother that died. His name was Travis.
Yeah,
That's a
his
good
name is
name.
actually Travis.
AKA Groovy.
That's a good
AKA
name.
Luke.
Luke? Wait, Luke? Luke.
Yeah, Luke is my name in the movie. I can say that. That's not a spoiler.
I mean, what if
No,
I
it's just your character name.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing, Hefty, in the movie?
He is
I want to talk
playing
about the movie.
himself.
Yes, I play me in the movie.
You just Hefty or Adam?
Both. Hef TV and Adam.
No way.
Oh, you know what?
And then JJ.
This is not a spoiler. But this is the first time we're gonna say this live. All the names in the movie are all religious names. We got Delilah, we got Luke, we got James, we got Joshua, we got
Adam.
Michael, we got
Adam.
Adam. All of it is
No
all
shit.
names are biblical names, and that's for a reason.
Yeah, it's for a reason. The movie's going to be great. I'm excited for a lot of. There's going to be gore, and we're not doing anything. And more gore. We're not doing anything CGI. All practical effects.
I love that. First off, love that.
And lost art that nobody really does anymore. But I think it's going to lend a lot to the aesthetic of the movie. And as far as like tone goes, I think you guys can expect. And again, it's one of those things where it's not based in jump scares. It relies rather on building tension.
Is there going to be a jump scare though?
There's no jump
Or
scare.
I gotta find out.
No
Zero
jump
jump scares in the movie.
Yep.
That is a Hollywood trope I'm trying to get away from. There's no.
Thank you. I appreciate you for that.
Bimbo running upstairs into the attic where she can't escape. There's no running through the woods all scared and then
we're not doing the typical
on a route for no reason. There's none of that shit.
Okay. So I've seen. I don't know if I would call it a trailer, but I follow
the teaser trailer.
Hefty,
you saw the
I follow
trailer,
Hefty. I follow JJ. So I've seen like clips of the movie.
You will see the actual trailer by the end of July. You will see the actual trailer by the end of July. This is not going to be the main trailer, but you will see an actual trailer with the actual footage from a shot, sound and everything. End of July. The normal trailer we're trying to get out by the end of August, beginning of September, and there will be a red band trailer. And we're just going for it.
Yeah.
And when naysayers and stuff, they can go fuck themselves, and they don't have to watch it. I don't give a shit.
When do you expect the movie? When's the movie? When's like the
around
the
Halloween
drop date?
Around Halloween, and we will premiere it one time for free on my channel. After that, I'm bringing that stream down, and then
we're making money.
And then you have to buy it to see it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or at least,
but I believe the people that have supported this, that bought posters and stuff, they should be able to see it for free. So we will be posting far in advance.
Mm-hmm.
We will say, hey, this week on this day at this time, we'll
JJ, I got you. I'm gonna buy the last one.
And that works for me.
I got you.
It's gonna be a Blu-ray distribution, or we might do a digital distribution. But other than that, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Say love. But listen, you're honestly the way you are doing that, not networking. What's the word? It's not networking.
My process, No,
there's a word for it. It'll come to me eventually. But
work ethic.
No, but I feel like you're doing it right.
I'm trying to.
We're trying to. Yeah.
We have spent many an hour discussing this, and I have had ideas that have fallen flat because I'm not saying that we're like a democracy or anything. What I say is pretty much how we're doing it, but I always ask for input before we make actual decisions to see what other people think about it.
Rightfully so. That's fair. But I'm excited to see the two dudes that I actually know. I'm gonna be like, I know them. I know them.
I think one of my favorite things about the movie is that it's gonna be a lot different than stuff you're used to seeing. And again, it's a very low, like micro budget doesn't even like shoestring budget is still like if you think of shoestring budgets for movies, it's like
Not even like an indie film.
you know, it's an indie film, but we're like micro budget. And
like,
I always
yeah,
kind of describe it as an R gang type of making a movie. Like, hey, it's a bunch of friends getting together and making a movie. And I think it's gonna be refreshing. You know, it all remains to be seen. But you know, with the script and with the way things are going, I think that it's gonna be a really unique take on a lot of different topics, and I think it's going to be something that a lot of people will enjoy. We'll just really enjoy it. And you know, if you don't, whatever we still shot the movie, and if you didn't like it, you don't like it. It's art. It's all subjective. But
it's something like they're not used to because everyone's so conditioned to Hollywood shit.
Yeah. And
so this is something that no one will be used to.
I mean, there's no jump scares, but there is shock factor.
Yeah, there is definitely shock factor.
Did they really just do that? Like, that's kind of like a taboo no-no, and we're like, we don't care.
Which I also like too, because you know a lot of films like this, like the Gorillas style filmmaking, is sometimes the best. You know what I mean? Like you look at channels like Alter and all these YouTube channels that do these small like nobody movies that are just like, wow, this should be a movie, or this should be a movie, but it's not. I think it's gonna be great.
Nigel, the boyfriend is Peter the
Penguin. That was wild. The Peter the Penguin was wild. The fish bouncing off the head.
So what is a horror? Is it horror? Is a horror?
It's like horror thriller. Yeah, I call it horror thriller. And I think it'll be interesting to see how everybody does.
And we don't spoon feed you like this is what the movie's about. Like there's stuff
you got to do. Some
people you're never gonna know until you see it.
There's one.
No, even after you see it, you're like, is that what this movie was about?
And you have to rewatch it again.
You gotta see it again. There's a few movies, indie movies that I feel like most people
and watch it on closed captioning.
That's what I was getting to, Travis.
Watch it on closed caption, or else you are not going to know what is going on, because there's stuff that you're not going to be able to hear in the movie. If you have closed caption on, you'll see what people say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heard.
That's actually what I was waiting to go into. Is like there's one thing in particular that I'm really excited about that will only be available narratively if you have the closed captions on.
Okay.
I'm not say that before the actual movie starts. We're just gonna go.
Yeah.
And then somebody's gonna be like, "Holy shit!" And then other people are like, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm just excited that I get to be the hero of the movie and save the day. I'm glad that's my role.
Yeah,
I'm glad
are you spoiling it?
Yeah, when he goes to the Fortress of Solitude.
If he was telling the truth, I'd worry about spoilers, but now he's just trying to draw consent for the shit that he spoiled earlier.
Yeah, but I think everybody.
JJ, I'm not mad. It's okay. You don't have to be standoffish. Just disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Oh, that's even worse. That's
yeah,
even
but
worse.
I think this movie's gonna have a little something for everybody.
Is there like sex in it?
Nope.
No.
No sex.
No sex.
Not on screen. However, behind the scenes, you know.
Yeah, well, hey, that's on you guys.
There will be possibly recordings of me and Hefty running naked across the field.
Yeah, there might be.
Well, the reason I ask is my 13-year-old's really into like horror and thrillers.
Then you are,
and he's getting to that age. I can watch certain shit with him. Do you think that this is something I can watch with my 13-year-old?
Sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was watching worse shit when I was younger than that. So,
so was I. But listen, I'm trying to not.
He'll be fine.
He'll be all right. All right.
Yeah, Sure.
With a mom like you, he's great.
Yeah, I'm saying it'll be fun.
There are lessons if you watch. There are lessons in this movie. There
All right.
is
About like consent and shit.
There's like no, there's no sex in the movie.
None
Again,
at all.
I was saying, yeah, like consent.
Again,
That's
outside of me and Travis running naked together, which may or may not be on the special
aside from
features,
that.
which, by the way, there's going to be a lot of behind the scenes stuff and like so if you guys
Yep.
like loaded content for DVDs or Blu-rays, this movie is going to have a ton of shit for like running like from the making of to like just
director's commentary.
Well, that'll
commentary.
be for me. That'll be for me.
Yes.
But I will watch it with my 13-year-old as long as you're saying it's
You
fine.
should watch it with your 13-year-old on my channel when I premiere it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be on YouTube with my 13-year-old. We're gonna play it on my big screen. Just me and him.
But
Nice.
when I mean lessons, there's what do you call it? There's imagery that means stuff in the movie, like actual imagery.
Okay.
So it's like you just gotta really think.
So like analogies, like there's different meanings to one thing.
Oh, Jimmy.
We
Yeah,
never 100% tell you, and even if you have closed caption on it, we never 100% tell you what's happening. A lot of it, just like everything with art, is open to your interpretation and what you think it is. But again, this is just movie one.
So you're
there's
you're kind of dropping that there's gonna be more.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Ow!
So it's like the if
Already
I can say the
writing
name
one.
of can I at least say the name of the universe that it's called, Travis?
Oh
I think I
yeah.
mentioned before. So it's the worst day ever universe. So if you're in one of these movies, it's like a shared universe where things will exist in the same universe and it all takes place in the same. It's almost like an MCU kind of deal.
Nah, American Horror Story. You ever watch American Horror Story?
Yes, American Horror Story. Yeah, that's probably a better.
I've
description,
seen episodes.
But you've seen actors from one season and they tell a completely different story, and it's the same actors with different characters. That's what
Same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing.
All right, bet.
I'll be right back.
All righty.
No worries.
All right.
AJ,
Yes,
don't spoil anything. I will be listening.
but I'm Venom.
Venom.
Danielle sent you
All right, is he
the
gone?
video
All right,
of the
good.
bathroom.
I just got a video message. Yeah. Of what? Of the trailer?
No, she sent you a one of what she did to our bathroom.
Oh, can't wait.
She said she can't wait.
So how are you guys feeling about acting in it? Are you nervous? Are you like ready for it? You're like, fuck yeah, I'm doing this.
Both. I think it's
Yeah.
on both of our. I speak for me, but like you both, 100% nervous.
Yeah,
but like I'm like, let's go, let's
Yeah,
go.
It's the mixture of like it's something I've never done. It's really out of my comfort zone by like 1,000,000%. But
JJ,
I'm
you
gonna-
need to do something out of your comfort zone.
Which is why I think this. And again, my biggest concern is flying. I hate flying. I'm terrified of
Stop.
flying.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
flying
dude,
is gonna
I
be
hate
the
flying.
least. Stop. You're going from Albany to where?
To Albany to LaGuardia, then from LaGuardia to Fayetteville.
Oh, you
I
got a
think.
connecting flight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on
You're
the way
getting off
home, I
one
gotta
plane to another. Yeah, that
Yeah.
can be. I can
stop. Well,
see
I mean,
where
I've
that could be a little.
I've flown. Oh no, I've flown before. I've flown since I was like 13. I just hate it.
Why?
I'm terrified
What?
of
What's
flying.
wrong with it
It's
for you?
scary. I'm 1,000,000 miles up in the air. I know I'm not 1,000,000 miles up in the air, but I'm very high
Do you
up.
know?
And yes, I know that more people get into car accidents than they do in flight, but at least I'm in control of my car instead of
I think-
sitting by a window and being like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna die."
We talked about this, I think, last time. I was scared of flying. Do you know more hippos? More hippos kill
Yeah.
people in a year
Yeah.
than an airplane does?
That's cool, but I will have
Think
seen
about
more,
it.
I will have seen more airplanes than hippos.
What's that, the airplane?
it
That's
doesn't
where
make me
my
feel
brain
really
went
good.
to.
I was like, cool, all right, that's neat. I've never seen a hippo, but I'm about to board this plane, so I'll be fine. It's just
you know how you look at it? Are you mentally ill?
me.
Maybe not. I don't know. Me, I'm like, if it's my time, it's my time.
I
makes
look at it
So
like
just
this.
get on the airplane and fucking pray to nothing. I don't know.
Nah, I'm praying nothing. But I always look at it like this: if I'm going down, I'm taking 2 of my best friends with me.
Period. There you are.
I'm like, well,
No
we're all gonna
offense,
die
JJ.
together, so fuck it, whatever.
No, I'm good. No, I keep telling him that I'm gonna pop in my headphones. And I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm just be like,
Yeah, JJ has no problem flying. He's like, just let me sleep through it.
Yeah,
Yep.
unless I
If we
shake
gotta
him,
go
like,
down, he's gonna be asleep for it.
and I'll play the best music on the way down.
or unless I'm jerking him off
And you
while he's
guys are
sleeping.
going where again?
What's that? Say again?
Where are you guys going again?
Arkansas.
Damn.
Yeah, never been.
Where? Yeah, never been. I'm like, that's like
A little small town.
Arkansas.
Yeah, in Arkansas. It's called Hunt. It's
But,
about
like,
40
where-
miles
so, like-
east of Fort Smith, I think.
but where's the airport? And then where do you have to
so
travel?
the airport is about an hour and something drive from where Jimmy
Okay,
lives.
That's what I was asking. Yeah.
Which that I'm the thing I'm most excited for is the drive from the airport picking us up to the shooting location, which is
you're gonna be
basically in one
giddy.
dude. It's gonna be me, Sam, JJ, Travis, and
You're
Jimmy
gonna be
all
so
in a
giddy,
thing
you're gonna be
together.
like,
It's gonna be
"Ooh."
stupid, yeah.
And we will be belting out
Tenacious D,
the whole way there.
Yeah.
It's Tenacious D time,
Hey, motherfucker, go!
Come on, man, motherfucker, man.
With the greatest soundtrack to drive to. That's right. See, so it's gonna be fun, man. And it's like one of those things where it's like, if people dig the movie, that's great. If they don't, and it ends up going nowhere, it's like whatever, dude. At least we shot a movie. Like, okay, that's cool. You
Who
don't
else
like it,
can
but
say that?
you know what I mean?
Who else can be like, I was in a movie?
Yeah,
I can't wait. I'm actually really excited. Not just for the movie, but for you guys.
Yes.
Like 2 people I personally know to be like watching a movie and being like, I know these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be amazing.
Me and Danielle are gonna watch it together. We're gonna have a premiere party on YouTube. On YouTube.
We've got a lot of plans. Like I was saying, I was talking a little bit about the extras and stuff like that earlier. I, for one, as a huge cinephile, I enjoy the behind the scenes and the director's commentaries. I always kind of looked at those things like my textbooks, because you just kind of get a better view of how the movie was made and the entire process. And again, my number one favorite thing about this movie is this is a horror movie made by horror movie fans for horror movie fans. And we're talking about like old school horror. We're all old, dude. You know what I mean? So this isn't like some new, unfriended.
They know where it's coming from.
We are gonna do proper by a lot of early splatter film fans, and I just think a lot of people that enjoy it outside of the system horror movies as a general thing. I think all right, that's fine. I can be behind that. I think we have interviews planned. There's going to be like 9 cameras at any given point, like doing stuff. So there's we're going to film and we have plans to do director's commentaries. There's talks about several different cuts of the movie. There's going to be a blooper reel, because those are always fun.
And not to mention the safety dance in the field.
The safety dance in the field. And my
What is
sound
that?
music. You'll have to wait and see.
Safety dance in the field.
Yep. You have to wait and find out.
Well, I'm going to.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody's going to enjoy it. I think there's going to be something. If you enjoy horror movies, I think there's going to be something for everybody in this.
there's
except for nudity. There's no nudity in this.
I mean, I'll take off
And
my
I'm
shirt.
cool with that. I don't care. Like,
Yeah. Well, except for me and Travis running naked through a field that
but
may or
if
may
I
not
can
end
watch
up on
it,
the special features.
Yeah.
if I can watch it with the 13-year-old, then
Yeah.
we're here. I'll watch it with somebody, you know.
Yes. Yeah,
And
hell
the
yeah.
best part is after we film and stuff, and we're putting all the stuff together and doing editing and stuff. Even Hefty and JJ
Yeah,
are not
that's-
going to see it at all until the premiere.
I was
Yep.
going to bring that up
So
too.
they
Yeah,
don't even know.
Yep,
All right.
we're not. And this came up at the
Wow.
reading the other day. It's like, yeah, we're not going to know what the movie looks like until we're watching it with everybody else.
Which I'm
And
And be
that's
excited.
like,
the same-
that's how I acted. That's
And it's the same. Well, it's same with like the trailer and everything like that. I have a feeling that that's one of those things that like we won't see until it's there, and then it's like, oh wow, holy
I'm
shit, this is like a real
well,
thing.
I don't know Jimmy like this, right? That's your name, or Groovy.
Yeah, Jimmy,
I have a
Travis
look.
is that's Travis. Jimmy is not here, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, no, Groovy. So, but I know JJ and Hefty pretty well. So I'm excited to watch a movie with people I know in it.
Oh, I was listening. I heard that.
It's
But,
already exciting.
Don't worry, you're not going to be able to talk anything out of them because everybody will be signing NDAs.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's coming down the
That-
pike.
hey, and fair is fair, babe.
Yeah.
I get
know,
that.
Which I think is a good idea too, because it brings about an air of mystery to the film. And it's,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean, unless well, no, I just think it's a good idea. I think it's smart. I think it's and again, it'll add to the allure of the movie and everything like that. And again, it's like it's not a Hollywood production, but we're gonna do our goddamnedest to make this a fan-fucking-tastic movie for horror fans.
I will be one of your biggest walking advertisements for this movie.
Oh, maybe we should do some shirts or something.
I was thinking
I
about
was thinking of that.
Merch, the
yeah.
merch.
Merch would be cool.
Hell
I mean,
yeah,
I would
I love
definitely
merch.
rock an anointed shirt or hoodie. I would absolutely rock that.
I would.
Well, we
I'd
know
love-
Hefty well. Hefty be rocking
yeah.
all the
My
crazy.
favorite
gory
part-
shit.
My favorite part about them not knowing is because we're going to get a reaction from people, which is great. I can't wait to hear their reactions to the stuff that we do because they're going to see, yeah, we're uploading footage to make sure that everything is copacetic. They're going to
Yeah,
see some of
yeah.
that stuff. But with the
With the post
soundtrack
processing
behind
the
it,
color correction, the color tagging, and all that
visuals,
stuff.
all
yeah.
that stuff is all
Yeah.
going to come together. And that way, y'all will get to see their reaction as much as y'all reacted because y'all are like, oh, we don't really know what's going on. We're not seeing it. But the people that were in it, they're going to be seeing it as well. And I can't wait to see that genuine reaction.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh.
I'm excited.
And thanks,
What
Travis,
Hollywood?
for this whole thing. Those were the best chicken wings I've ever put off. Was for this. Was for this movie.
Smiley fries, which they don't sell at
And
my
smiley-
Walmart. I've
that's
never had
okay.
one.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as there's like some, a little bit of. I know Jimmy lives near a dispensary, and you're bringing stuff. There's weed there. That'd be pretty good.
Hefty wants to eat and smoke, Bo.
I'm looking forward to it. I think I might actually just have Jimmy read me one because I think it would make an adorable behind the scenes thing. Reading me a bedtime story because I have a rider. If you don't know what a rider is, it's like a list of like demands. Well, not demands because that sounds like a dick, but it's like a list of things. It's a list of demands that you want in order for you to be appearing in either a show or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Mine's super simple. It's like I think right now I require hugs, Tenacious D sing along, chili dogs, and
Bugs. Hefty, I
well, you
already
know
can't
me,
see
me with the hugs. Chili dogs, and Jimmy has to read me a bedtime story. And, they're just such simple, stupid demands. It's really just like it's minor inconveniences, really. But I think that Jimmy reading me a bedtime story would be the funniest shit. Like Travis, you know what I'm talking about. Like that's kind of funny,
does he
right?
do it in his normal voice or does he do it in his movie voice?
I think he should do it in both. Like he should do different voices for different characters. And I'm trying to decide on what story I want to have because I want to do a one-off. And I just think it would be hilarious, for the characters to see these characters, one getting read a bedtime story by, one of the other characters. In just my mind, that's very funny.
But if the movie sucks, it's my fault. So just so y'all know. So
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna suck.
I don't think it's gonna suck in the least, dude. I own movies that are gonna suck harder than this. This movie's not even gonna suck. I can't even say that. It's gonna be a good movie, dude. I really think this is gonna be something that a lot of people are like, okay, sure, whatever, and then they see it and they're like, oh shit, that was pretty freaking good, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and a lot of people that I talk to that I explain that it's not like a high budget movie, 99% of them are like the more indie it is, those things get picked up quicker and people are more susceptible to it. Again, I think it's because of the unoriginality in Hollywood. Whereas we're bringing a lot of stuff to the table that I think has just been neglected.
And let's be fair, like we talk about a shoestring budget, but a shoestring budget without like a production company and stuff like that, it's still fucking expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. I'm excited for it. And as of this Sunday, we're 20 fucking days out from flying. Less than 3 weeks from Sunday. So like 3 days from now, we're 20 days out. That's wild. I know. Travis is like, let's get here. Let's go.
I'm ready for it to be done because it's stressful, guys.
Yes.
Stressful.
Yes.
I don't know
But
if you know this, but trying to round up adults is the most stressful thing in the world. Just to get a table read, it is the most stressful thing. Then some people show up late, and
you never know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stressful. I think my beard and my hair is getting more gray as we go.
I kind of do it on purpose because when I see the grays in Travis's beard, I like to think like I added a couple of those. You're welcome.
He probably did. He was like,
I feel like we all did.
But it's
who's
stressful,
all?
But once it's done, then all the stress goes on Jimmy, and then it's off my shoulders. Because he's doing all the editing. So, I mean, we are doing the editing, but he is the main editor.
He has been doing a lot of the heavy work. And
it's going to be like, we haven't seen Travis and Jimmy for like 3 weeks. And it's like, because they're just editing.
Yeah. And that's on top of full-time jobs. We all have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So it's like that we're making this work. And again, the biggest driving factor in this is we love Travis. And this is Travis's like swan song. We want to make this good for Travis. You know what I mean? We want to, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, we want this to be good because Travis is a good dude, man. He's a bit much, but he's a good fucking dude.
I'm a bit much. I admit that.
You are a bit much, but you're a great dude. You have a big heart and you're very caring. And you have a vision and you know what you want. And it's all just your 20 years of Army training. Why you're so regimented and that's why you are the way you are.
You were in service?
20 years.
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
That's the only response I have.
Never would have ever.
To say that. You're welcome.
That's works for me.
Yeah.
But we all want to make it work because this is all of our dream. Like I've always wanted to be in a horror movie. JJ is it's
oh my
JJ,
god, it's like
this
that's
dude.
a thing for him.
Yeah, and what we want, and this is we're all fans of the genre, and we want to make it work for a director that has such a distinct vision and
I can't imagine you guys
knows what he wants. What he wants.
So, Breezy, the how this movie came about, and it's just a quick story. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah. Give me the birth story.
All right, so Jimmy, my best friend, co-director,
Jimmy,
he's a painter.
Jimmy.
He does art. I have no artistic ability. and I had just turned 40,
Okay.
and I realized, well, I'm 41 now.
Look,
I just-
Lordy,
I had just-
look who's 40.
I
He just had a birthday
turned
recently
40.
too, so
Well, happy belated.
Good job, Hefty.
I hate birthdays, by the way. But
I love them. But anyway.
Jimmy has all this stuff to like. He has paintings that people will buy and be on the wall, and something to actually be remembered by.
So very artistic.
And I had nothing, and I was going. I don't know.
I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why later off air. But I disagree with that. But please continue.
I was having a mini midlife crisis.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And we were at
Fair.
work, and we were both at lunch, and we were just talking over Zoom, like Teams, like this.
Yeah.
And he was painting, and I said, "Oh man, that painting! I see this, this, and this." And the painting that it ended up being our movie poster, because that's what the painting that I was watching him paint is, the movie poster.
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, I see this, I see this." I'm like, "Oh, that'd be a cool story," and like it kind of morphed. The painting kind of morphed as we were talking. And we're like, dude, we could make a movie. We could write an entire movie, a story about this one painting. And we just sat there for a second. We just said, dude, we're tired of saying we could do this or we're going to do this. And I just said, let's make a fucking movie. Like, no, not saying we're going to do it. And then a week later we stop. I'm like, no, I'm putting it on the books, man. And within 3 days, I had written the entire script.
All right, Groovy. See, no. So there's something artistic about you. It just wasn't in his way. You're artistic, just not in the same way he's artistic. I'm just saying.
He's on
But
the tism.
Autistic is me, babe.
Touch
And
of
then
autism.
after
I got
I
a
wrote it,
tism.
I'm like, well, I know somebody that's huge in horror films. And JJ, it was a Wednesday, and the next day when I was writing, we're watching this show as I was writing, and I was like, this would be perfect. So before I even asked Hefty, because I did ask Hefty first, and I was just writing, I'm like, this would be a perfect part for him. And I wrote pretty much Hefty.
Okay, wrote his character.
It's a little bit different than what Hefty is in real life, but if we had it the same as Hefty was in real life, the movie would be, if we just played ourselves, the movie would be short because that's how the movie would go in real life.
Well, because Hefty is like nothing but a soft little teddy bear.
Yeah,
But being so fucking for real.
Kind of like a little bitch. No, I'm just.
He's not wrong.
If you're at the readings, you would know where that came from.
The same with JJ, though.
Yes.
The same with JJ.
Thank you.
They're probably mean. I'm sure they could be mean.
No, see, here's the thing. They have that New York meme where they talk shit, but can they really back it up?
Yes.
I've had both of them back me up as a woman in my workplace.
Yo, and
I've
Aaron,
had them both stand there for me.
4th of July last year. Remember when I saw you? And I was tight.
He was. I was like, I'm a little scared.
And Steam Fire and Ice, she is helping with photography.
Cindy, yes.
And her daughter, Marianne, aka Beanie, is playing my daughter in the movie.
Oh, wait. Your daughter is playing the daughter?
No, not my daughter.
His actual daughter is in the movie.
But she is not playing my daughter because I needed someone.
She's just playing a daughter.
She's just playing a character.
Someone's daughter, yeah.
Someone's daughter, yes.
Yeah, someone's daughter.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, I love that.
And thank you, Aaron. That was very sweet of you to say about me that I'm a big teddy bear. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. I'll take the compliment.
Teddy bear, except I'm scared to see you mad, bro.
Well, that's what I get a lot. They're like, oh.
I'm not scared of seeing Hefty mad. He's probably scared of seeing me mad.
I'd be scared if I was a man.
Me, baby, is commitment. That's the only thing that scares me.
Okay, say less.
That's it.
That's actually pretty funny.
I just licked Travis's nose, and I'd be like, "What are you gonna punch me?"
Yes,
there you go. There you go.
I would have.
I'll just be
You
like,
lick my nose, I am gonna punch you.
Y'all are wild.
I'm
But
warning you.
anyway,
Just
Y'all
give
are
him a
wild.
boop on the nose. Just be like,
I'll boop his nose. I'm
Then
like,
it'll be a
Travis,
gut check. It
I'll
won't
be
be a
like-
punch to the face.
I'll be
It'll
like,
be a gut
Travis,
check.
shut the fuck up, Travis. Boop. And then I'll do that. And then he'll be like, oh,
That-
I'm gonna kill him.
that
And I'll
would
be like,
be-
Jimmy. I'll be like, Jimmy, handle your boy. And Jimmy will
So you
be like,
guys-
That would be a
So-
horrible
so-
mistake.
So Groovy, you knew that it was JJ and Hefty.
Yeah.
You already had characters
I wrote
ready
it
to
for them.
go.
And Jimmy's character is written for him.
yeah.
My character is pretty much me with a more fucked up psych, which
Fine.
I don't know how that happens because I wrote this shit. And once you see the stuff, you're gonna be like, "That's a fucked up motherfucker."
Yeah.
Well, I
Uh,
don't know you
You
from
will.
Adam. No offense, Adam. I don't know you from Adam,
That's
but I
fine.
really don't. But I really don't.
Yeah.
But
So those characters are pretty like, I don't know, in their realms. Yours wasn't,
even the stutter is in the movie for
Yeah.
a reason.
Yeah.
and
the-
it better.
the
And I'm
scammer.
sorry,
Oh,
it
yeah.
better fucking be.
Yeah. Oh, it will
JJ,
be.
you
See
know
what-
that's why we love you.
I can't promise anything.
That's why we
I
love you.
can because I'm the one that calls the camera. I'm like, go again, motherfucker. Go again.
I don't
Like,
want to go
JJ,
again.
Take
Like,
37.
JJ,
I'm like, you better fucking stutter, then.
JJ, we've been shooting for 13
Well,
hours.
that's isn't that so? Like that first hour, he said he's like, I'm just nervous that like you need the stutter in the movie. So we did kind of a little bit.
I have ways of making him stutter. It'll be okay.
Oh,
He's gonna
Jesus
fucking-
Christ.
Give him put a pretty girl in his face. He
Oh,
gonna
fuck
stutter.
yeah, I'm gonna give him the oil
We
check.
have one. We have a
Stutter.
Delilah.
Let's go.
No, do it naturally. Do it naturally.
How to
Jesus.
Cure a Stutter being Travis's movie.
But
No,
JJ, wait. Can I talk to JJ for 1 second?
No.
JJ,
Oh, yeah.
do you remember when you told me your stutter was, or it's not even a stutter, it's more of a
It's a
stagger.
scammer. It's a
It's
stammer.
a stammer. And I told you, I was like, fucking own that shit. I was like, girls love that shit. Like, own that. And you're like, you know what? I never looked at it that way.
No, you
I was
probably
like,
said I never
Look at it. Look at it as
like
a good
that.
thing. He's always looked at it as a bad thing.
Love you. No.
And now here he is. Now here he is in a movie. Period. In a movie.
Well, I mean, midgets are
Because-
in movies too, but they're kind of disadvantaged.
That's not nice to say about Jimmy.
We're not talking about the midget.
Well, Jimmy's a dwarf.
He's my Gimli. He's the shoots Gimli.
Throw
See,
me.
This is
I
why
can't.
people get mad at me because I just poke fun
I
at people and then people get mad. So it's all jokes and
No
fun.
one's mad. Who's mad?
I can't wait until the me and Jimmy scene. And you know what I'm talking about, Travis. I think that is going to be.
There will be at least 5 cameras on you at that time because I know
Yeah.
there's only going to be one take.
One
So you
take.
better not mess up
Hefty,
any
I
line.
can't wait. I can't wait to see Hefty and JJ act.
You're
I
seeing
can't
it
wait
right
to
now.
see
I
acting.
can't wait
You're
to
seeing
see
it right
either.
now. I'm acting like I enjoy people, and I don't. So
You
you're
know
seeing
what?
it right
Then
now.
go fuck yourself.
So, well, no,
I
mean,
don't
love
need
you guys.
acting lessons. I'll do it.
I know I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a wild shoot. It's gonna.
You
be a lot
guys
of
are
work.
gonna. I
I think
can't now.
it's gonna be super rewarding for everybody, either filming the movie or watching it. I think that it's gonna. A lot of all our hearts are going into this, man. You know what I mean? So I think I really believe that this is gonna be something, and I really believe this is gonna be something that we can all look back on and be like, dude, fuck yeah, we fucking did this, man. And there's
A
there's
whole
plans for
motion
more.
picture.
Yeah, so there's more plans. So it's like
JJ,
Not-
can you
yeah.
share my screen real quick?
Got you.
don't
gonna
do
give
it. He
you-
was just.
I'm going to give you a 5-second teaser. 5-second teaser.
Who, me? All right, bet. Why do I see Hefty?
Top of the morning to you, YouTube. It's your buttery voice.
That's it. That's all I'm showing you.
That's it.
Top of the morning
That
to
is
you.
but that is actually the first scene in the movie. That is the
Is
first
it
scene in the
really?
movie. Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
So now my brain has got to like try to like figure out because I already know Hefty to do that.
Travis. Very nice, Travis. Yes, sir. Very nice.
I already know
That's
that.
guerrilla advertising, my friend.
Yes.
I'm excited. I mean, I was
that
excited
shot
regardless.
is complete. That scene is complete. It is done.
Yes, and which I loved because that was the first take, and I was drunk when I did it.
Hefty.
He was like,
You
yes.
look amazing.
Thank you.
You look so good.
Oh, just wait till you see my trimmed up beard, my man bun.
No, I'm not worried about you, sir. Hefty. Hefty is on my brain.
I'm gonna wax my mustache just so I can bring him down a
I'm
peg.
bringing it.
Yeah,
with me,
you
Trav.
might want to.
I'm bringing some with
Hefty.
me. So
Hefty.
not.
Hefty has game, bro. In real life, not movie wise. Hefty got game. The fact he ain't got a girl yet is wild to me.
I have my Chantel. Me and Chantel.
Period. And that girl's hot.
Yes.
And she's
Very beautiful. Yes, she is.
South African queen right here.
Yes, sir. All right. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Cindy,
But thank you.
know there's
Moving
no
on.
man bun in the movie.
And you
Sorry,
are the sweetest.
Chantel. Listen, I'm married. I promise. I'm married. Like happily 10 years. Chantel, don't come for me, bitch.
But I'm your hall pass. I get it. That's fair.
Says who?
I don't know.
Says who? Don't. Where'd she go? Is that Chantel? Oh my God.
No,
I was like,
no,
Chantel's coming
no.
for me.
No,
Mhm.
she's that's my girl, man. Like I love.
She knows she got a king. She knows she got a king. I can appreciate a king when there's a king. You know what I mean? But anyway,
You are my
before I
favorite
get-
hype girl ever. Thank you.
Who,
for
me?
all the kindness, yes, you're the best.
I love
hype
you,
girl.
Rob.
Thank you.
You
Likewise.
and JJ. You and
thank you.
JJ. I just met Groovy. I just met him.
No.
But yeah, those two dudes up top, those are my dudes.
Me and Travis are gonna run hand in hand naked through a field together during this.
Just
I
don't
can't
make
wait
it-
to see that.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Gay.
Like, what is those two pasty guys? What the fuck?
Why are they running like
Okay.
idiots?
Yeah, what?
We get to wear shoes though, because they're stickers. So
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want stickers in me. But you know.
We
All
love
right,
us
well,
some
fuck.
king.
What a great show. This was fun. We learned a lot.
We did learn a lot.
maybe sometimes a little bit too much.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
a little too much.
Well,
My
the
bad.
important thing, Travis,
From
is you
all
were
of
able to
you.
get over it.
I ain't even mad. Whatever.
Groovy, it was nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir. Because I already know these other knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Well, soon you'll be seeing a lot more of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to be watching movies, clearly.
But I do have to get out of here, guys. So
You're signing us out, JJ.
Yes, sir. Well, on that note, we are done for the night. I hope you enjoyed the show. We went from collections to movies or a movie. We'll be back tomorrow on Hefty's channel for Tom and Amy's channel, or Tom and A. See, now I can stutter
Nice.
when I don't want to do it. So we'll be
it's
back
like
tomorrow.
time crunch. Gotta stutter.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing. Do you know what we're doing?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
No, we
So on
don't. We
that-
have no idea.
So on that note, everyone have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Be kind to people because you don't know what's going on in their life, and your kindness might just change their day. So
Period.
just be nice to people because it's free. On that note, everyone have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, boys.
Hollow faces in the mirror, lost souls searching for a savior. In a world gone mad and toxic waste, I rise up from the shattered place. Jagged edges cutting through the smoke. Words like knives ain't some kind of joke. Revolution starts with broken chains. I'm the storm in your hurricane. I'm the new cult of personality. Break the system, bring your sanity. Raging fire, burn the old decree. In the chaos, you'll be following me. Mystic whispers echo through the halls. Old gods tremble, walls will fall. In the ashes lies the prophecy. Scars and power all inside of me. Rusty bridges fracture in the night. Desperate hands reaching for the light. I'm the message carved into your skin. Where the end is where we all begin.